was like really big and heavy, and I just smashed her toes, and I felt so bad. Like, she was already crying, and then I just made it worse. So I was like, oh my gosh, ma'am, I am so sorry. Like, I didn't mean to do that. She seemed to be over it and left. Welcome back to SIBZ, West Coast, East Coast siblings, and this episode of FUNemployment. Okay, guys, so as promised, I pack everything for Thanksgiving in this bag. I tied my shoes right here to the outside. So this is the only piece of luggage that I will have. And then I have a bag here, which is just full of like snacks and a book. So when I get to the airport, I will transport all of this into a plastic grocery bag and should be fine to go through. I'm wearing my big USC sweatshirt, which has a nice big pocket here. And then these leggings, which have like 2 pockets on each side that are pretty deep. So I'm just gonna put lipstick, well, hand sanitizer, essential oils like immunity spray stuff. All of that can go in this pocket. I have headphones and chapstick on this side. You're my phone, so you'll probably go in here. Have a mask, which I'll probably mostly wear on my wrist, and a pair of socks, which I'm about to put on my feet. So I'm about to leave. I will see you guys when we get to the airport. I hope you can hear me. Anyway, so I made it through TSA and everything with all my stuff. Yeah, no problems yet. So now I'm just gonna take all of this stuff, there we go, which is pretty much my snack bag, and put it all into here so that it doesn't look like more luggage. So I will show you that once it's done. Everybody, I'm here. I managed to get everything in my one carry-on box has 1 plastic bag, so great. And now, guys, it is non-stop to Philadelphia, so I shall see you over there. Okay, I don't know if you can hear me. I hope you can. Sorry this video is vertical. Well, I'm in the airport, headed outside to get picked up. We survived. We got all of our goodies here. We made it. Oh, I hope I'm not yelling. I usually can't hear right when I get off the plane. Anyway, so yeah, now I'm headed to the car to meet my mommy. You guys, there was some drama on the plane. I will tell you all about it when we have story time and wrap up. Okay, bye. Hi, YouTube. Okay, so I am dead. Why did you come upstairs right when I started filming?
I didn't know you were filming.
Get out! So I am here in New Jersey. Sorry that this video is going up late. I was pretty sick over the weekend. I was not feeling well. Anyway, so here's all of the crazy stuff that happened. Well, actually, no. I mean, I pretty much got off the plane. My mom picked me up, and we drove here. But now, story time. There was some...
Don't put me
It's
on.
too late. You're
No, come on,
already
just
no,
do it
Dad.
again.
You already
No, come on, you
you're
can't.
gonna
No,
be in
sit,
it.
'cause
No,
I'm
you
sick.
should have thought about that.
Come on.
No. Anyway, some crazy stuff happened on the plane. There was this lady and her daughters, and this woman and a dude in the aisle across from me, and then these 2 dudes behind me that were talking really loud, right? And a guy sitting next to me who kept like trying to like engage the conversation. Fun fact about me, I'm relatively antisocial. Actually, that's not true. I like talking to people. But you know, sometimes you're in the mood and sometimes you're not. So this guy was sitting next to me trying to like have a conversation, and I was polite, but relatively standoffish. So he started talking to the guys behind us, right? And the guys behind us are so loud, and they probably talked like the whole flight. This lady and her 2 daughters, you know, they're just sitting there trying to be quiet, minding their own business. Then this lady behind them is like going off, and she's saying all these foul words and dropping F-bombs and just woo, she's a little intense, right? And I guess she's telling this other guy some story about getting weed or something. Oh, I hope the YouTube bots don't like arrest me for that. Getting some grass. So the lady in front of her is like, excuse me, my daughters are here. So if you could just, curb your language. Well, that just sets the lady behind her off and she starts swearing even more. She's like, who do you think you are? Those girls need to grow up, blah, da, 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 da. And then the 16-year-old daughter, she holds up her phone and starts videotaping this, right? And the lady who's yelling smacks the phone out the girl's hand. And then the girl's mom gets up and she's like, oh no, you are not gonna hit my daughter, da, 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 da. And it was just a whole drama. And then the guys behind me start like butting in and they're like, you need to keep your daughters under control. You guys are 16 and 12. You need to stay out grown folks' business. There's all kinds of drama. Tell me how this went on for like a good 45 seconds to a minute before the flight attendants come over. All the flight attendants are literally in the aisle and they're trying to deal with this situation, but the peanut gallery behind me's got 15 million things to say. So one flight attendant turns to them and is like, excuse me, sir, if you could just calm down, please be quiet. You're just instigating and escalating the situation. So the guy's like, well, I'm not trying to escalate. I'm just trying to tell you what happened because I'm a witness. All of this is happening around me. I have very sensitive sinuses. Sinus pressure is definitely a thing for me on planes. And so all of this is happening on our descent. So what I usually have to do is I have to close my ear canal as tight as I can and just kind of not move too much as we descend because the pressure in the plane really messes with my sinuses. So I'm just sitting there like this, and they probably think I'm having some sort of like emotional attack or something, but no, I'm just trying to keep my head from exploding. So everything's going on around them, and then the flight attendants are like, okay, you know what? We have to land the plane. We'll deal with this once we land the plane. So they disperse, and the poor woman with the daughters is crying. I feel so bad for her. She's just like overwhelmed and stressed. The lady behind her is still mouthing off, but she's like quieter now. Plane finally lands, and the flight attendants are like, okay, please, everyone stay on the plane. We have a situation. We will need to get the authorities on the plane. So then the guy next to the woman who's mouthing off is like, are you kidding me? You should have just kept your mouth shut. Now we're all gonna be stuck on this plane longer than we need to be. So then they start getting into it. And I'm like, Lord, help us. I gotta get out of all this drama. I should have videotaped some of this, but I didn't want to be that person. So I figured I'll just tell you the story. Yeah, after a few minutes, the flight attendants are like, actually, you know what? The authorities are gonna meet the parties in question outside of the plane. But I'm exiting the plane with the riotous party. And then the police is there, and I was like, oh, it didn't have nothing to do with me, I gotta go. So then I get off the plane and get in the car. So, the moral to this story is, when you fly Spirit, you can fly cross country with the one personal item as long as you stuff it to the gills, and then if you overstuff it, feel free to wear multiple layers to get your clothes cross country, and you can also put a bunch of other things in a plastic bag so as to mislead the check person into thinking that this extra bag is a food bag and not an extra piece of luggage. Now, I've said this on the internet. I'm sure Spirit will attack me for quasi-bending the rules, but oh well. You guys, I managed to fly across country with Spirit. I brought 2 weeks worth of luggage, and the ticket was the only thing that I paid for. So no bag, no checked bag, none of that stuff. $44. Pretty good. That was FUNemployment this week, and I'll see you next time. As always, don't forget to like this video. If you like this video, comment, subscribe, click the bell so you can be notified of all things SIBZ. Yeah, I'm home now, so Christopher and I will probably cover some fun things together, so stay tuned for that as well. Okay.